Picture this. You are walking through Disneyland on Main Street. You look left to right. What do you see? You see stores and you see baked goods, baked and sweets. You see these cupcakes, these cookies, these churros. You see everything. And guess what? They're all Disney themed. You see a little cupcake with the Mickey ears. What do? What do you want to do? You want to take a photo. You take a photo through the window. Like, damn, that's not good enough. So what do? You buy it. You buy it and you embrace it. And that is the wonderful part about Disney Magic. It makes you buy it. That all that thought and care that goes into it is for you, the customer. And that is what I'll be talking about on this speech. Hi, my name is Isaiah Gonzalez, and I will be guiding you and showing you how these pastries are made, the thought and the power and the teamwork that it takes to make these items. I'll be showing you a step-by-step process and including photos. Like this photo right here. So, with that said, I am going to be guiding you through the 3 major parts it takes to be making these lovely pastries. First, we have to talk about how these pastries are developed and created, how these recipes are tested and made, and finally, how these desserts are decorated and served to the lovely guests of Disneyland. It begins with the teamwork. Teamwork is all you can really ask for, especially with such a big brand like Disney. They work with event planners for special events, such as Oogie Boogie Bash. That's a big one. That's coming up, actually. I believe tickets are already on sale. But for example, to make those, they have to drop concepts and different designs, test out different recipes that make these pastries so loved and wonderful. So, with that said, they have to be inspired by attractions, by characters, and for holidays. And they usually come from a place or area that they have that is called the Flavor Lab. The Disney Research and Development Kitchen is where most of their concepts are tested, visually and conceptually, prior to anything being finalized or created in general. And so, with the concept part done, I will be guiding you through the interesting part, which is the testing part, where these bakers will test different pastries and make sure they're able to be within standard of California's heat and be able to be made into the thousands, because Disneyland, pretty big area if you ask me. And with that, they must be able to be tasty and creative. Now that we have talked about that, now is the last and final part of this lovely speech. The third part, the fun part, I might add, is when the pastry chefs get to make these pastries. And how they make them is they use different types of methods. They will use piping brushes, airbrushes, edible glitter, pretty much anything you can, and they will use to further make their pastries beautiful and shaping different types of chocolates. And what, like for example, for Oogie Boogie Bash, they make a Jack Skellington cake pop, and with that, they pack all of the pastries up, send them to carts, send them across the park, where lovely Disney patrons get to buy and indulge them. And the Disney workers clean the glass, so that they can look beautiful and well looked. And that is it, my friends. For conclusion, when you go to Disneyland and you see those pastry treats, it's not just a sweet. It's hard work, it's teamwork, it's everything that was put to make those pastries. Made specifically for you. And me, this interests me so much. It does. This is why I'm talking about this, because I plan on being a professional baker, hopefully at Disneyland, one day after college. And that is it. Have yourself a beautiful night or day.